Hey, folks, what's going on? Hopefully this thing catches up and people will be able to see me. Uh-oh, I just logged on, so there looks to be already a bunch of people here. Um, so last Sunday I ended up winning this thing. I should just go ahead and switch to this. Last Sunday I ended up winning this thing, right? So I don't really need to do this. There's my Arcanite fishing pole. Um, but that thing's messed up here. 1 second. Okay, no, that's fine. And I wish I had it got I got it on recording because it was it was the fastest I ever completed this. I was able to do it in 14 minutes. And there's a lot of luck that comes with this, right? And right now I can already tell just because Woofini is here from the Losers Club Guild. And Time Cop. Oh, Time Cop was here last week. Um, this is my favorite spot right here, right? So a couple reasons. I mean, there's many reasons why, but you have one, two, three, four spawns right here. You have a fifth one, which is where he's at, and then you've got all along the coast, right? So there's a bunch here. But the other thing is, if you die, you're the respawn is like right here, so you can get back down kind of quick. Um, I have time. This is going to start in still a little while. About like 7 minutes. Um yeah, this is it was not this crowded. There weren't three people. Usually I try and log on about 15 minutes beforehand and try and scare people away. Well, this ain't bad. This ain't bad. When you go up here, darn it, there's another one. He was here last week too, I think. Um, when you go across here, it gets really competitive. There's a lot of people there. Um, oh man, yes, this island's gonna be a loser. I'm gonna go ahead and just, hey, we'll hope. It's the island is a loser today. Oh, that should be. Did I hit the wrong thing? I hit the wrong thing. Darn it. Did that equip the right thing? Yeah, it did. Okay. I bet there's gonna be a lot of people here. Again, I still have time to kind of see where I'm going to be. Yeah, I figured this is all so competitive because up here too, in this little corner, there's a ton of pools, a bunch of them right here, and that's why it gets so competitive in this spot. And there's so many people that show up. So Wayward, what's up, man? Um, am I winning today? No, I can definitely tell that I won't win today. Um, and the reason why is because my typical place is too crowded. Right now, I'm counting what was it? Three people I saw. Um, no, like I already. I'm not gonna get the trinket just because I'm a druid and I can swim without the trinket. That's why the trinket is so fun with other classes. Because I think it allows you to breathe underwater, and I think you go quicker. So it basically gives you that druid ability to become a walrus. But yeah, this is sometimes you can tell when it's going to be a loser, and yeah, I think right now this is, look at this, one, two, three. So even if I just somehow am about to win this one, like I'm gonna act like I am trying to win it. um I'm not gonna turn it in. I'll let somebody else win. Because the trinket is useless to me, and honestly, I want somebody else to get the fishing pole. That's how I look at it. I already won it last weekend, so there you go. Damn it. Yeah. So, again, like I started to say and then got distracted. I like to actually log on a little bit earlier, about like 15, 20 minutes before, and park myself at that bridge so people see me and move on somewhere else. Whoa. That's what I like to try and do. But that didn't happen. I pretty much logged on, got the stream started, and okay, here we go. And there's a bunch of people there. So, um, hey man, I used your fishing and cooking guides, and they were really helpful. Thank you. What add-on do you use to track the start of the extravaganza? So I don't use any add-on. I think if you watch the video where how I won it, it was when I won in classic. The little numbers I did in editing. That wasn't an add-on. I just did my editing software and I counted each time I caught one, so the viewer could be sitting there watching like that. Tournament will start in 2 minutes. Um, awesome. Glad you like the guides, man. Glad they're helpful. When it comes to the tournament, though, you have to be on track to have 10 fish every 5 minutes. If you're below that, you're not going to win. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'd say your probability of winning goes drastically down, is what I would say. Um, okay, so yeah. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Nope, that's not in. That's not in. That's not in. There we go. Hopefully somebody went somewhere else. So what I'm really here for is for the rare fish. That's what I'm doing. I only need one more fish. I need the Eternium line, and I think it was the second tournament I did during TBC that I actually threw it away. I was fishing too quickly, and I think it was the orange one that I saw, and I happened to cast too quickly, and I threw it away. Otherwise, I would have it all. Oh, I need to bring this up. No. I got so much junk in here. All right. This is actually a really good start. So something you can do. Watch. This guy's going to hate this. Normally, I wouldn't suggest doing this, but hopefully he wasn't here for a long time. Hopefully this doesn't disappear when he gets his. Cool, so I'm going to take one away from him. Hopefully, if it's a tasty fish. Yep. I'm just going to imagine he got his. Now, I only do that to hoard. Gosh, we're really off to a good start here. Yeah, no, I gotta pick one of these guys. Because I don't want to be wasting time, but I don't know how many he's gotten, so I want to... Oh, good. Those guys get out of there. I don't know how many he got, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to just get one and get out. And yeah, normally I don't do that to Alliance, like I just said, I'll just do it to Horde, but there were 2 Alliance there, so it's like, alright, sorry, I gotta pick one. Yeah, there's way too many people here. Sometimes it gets real good when you come all the way over here and nobody's coming this way. Darn it. That guy's already fishing. Don't know how many he had, but typically when you do this, when you get to one person, just take one and go, and hopefully you get it before they do. So now I'm kind of falling behind. I only have 6. Aw, boo. Oh, okay, so he's leaving? Sure, I'll take it. I think he's going after that one, but he's fishing that, so just kind of depends. And I think one just spawned behind me, so I will wait. Good. That's always nice when that happens. So I'm at 5 minutes in, so I'm already, like, way behind. Or, not way behind, but I'm behind. I gotta start getting real lucky here. Actually, no. I'm only 4 minutes in. Because it started at 01. Oh, come on, get in. Hate when that happens. So I'm not terribly behind. Hopefully those guys don't come over here, because they will take one of mine. As long as I get this one, as long as it's quick, he may not get one. Okay, good, I got it. So we're at 9, still 4 minutes in. Also, when you move on, like, keep your eye on the radar. Yep, I'm not, so, because that horde went for it, I'm not wasting my time with that. Because what ends up happening is you stop, and they've got their 2 cast in. You don't know how many's been fished up already. And then you could just be sitting there for a good 20, 30 seconds. Well, actually, 20 seconds, it's TBC. And not get anything. So it's better to just go up here and get this. So right now, I'm about to get my 10th, and we're 5 minutes in. So it's not terrible. The way it went last week was way better. I was already sitting at, like, geez, 15, and I was 5 minutes in. I was like, yeah, I'm winning this thing. It's almost like the server almost chooses who's gonna win. It's kind of weird. But I hate when I get the, the full duration, right? The full 20, what is it, 20 seconds, 22 seconds? It's like, oh, God. You just watching time go by. All right, I got 2. He's going to get 3. I think I got 2. Did I pull 2? I'm going to let him get that because it's probably going to disappear. I always count it as 4. Sometimes you're right. Yeah, see? It was only 1. If I would have cast, I would have been wasting time. And that's why you do that. Hopefully he goes. Nope. Okay. I hate when I'm following behind somebody. Because they're... Oh, Jesus. This is what I mean by it's too crowded. Nothing? Nothing. And when this island gets crowded, and I say it's crowded with 4 people. 2 people is manageable. But once you have about 4, this starts to happen. Alright, I'm going to steal it from him. Oh, gosh. Long cast. No, get in. Oh, that was in. That was a waste of time. Ah, shit. 1. I'm going to assume that was 2. So I'm going to get out. Because he's going to get his cast. Let's go this way. Yeah. 13, 8 minutes in. Nope. Not going to be a winner. But this is what you got to do. Every single week, play it this way, and eventually everything's going to align, and you're going to get it. And why do you want to do this tournament? Because that's the only way you're going to get to 525. Fishing skill and not lose any fish in TBC. It's the only way. Because those Highland mixed schools up in, what is it, Terrakar, are highly, highly worth it. And you don't want to be losing fish. I seem to recall, though, that it was 527 back in the day. But I must have been wrong on that. But I know 525 for sure you will not lose any fish. Boo, strangle kelp. Okay, when you have one up here, it is in. But most of the time, I don't think it has any kind of significance on if you're going to get a tasty fish or not. But I always seem to get trash fish whenever it's on the edge. I can count his. So that's good. I can kind of count what he's going to get. So that's 2. No, wrong one. Wrong button. He might be out of the pool. 3. 4. Darn, he saw it. I was hoping he didn't. So we'll just eat each other. And that's what you got to do is just count it. Depending on what... Oh, that was a quick one. Cool. So that's 1. Really, you're counting to 4. Sometimes they're 3 pools. Always assume it's a 5 pool. So that was 1, 2, 3. That was a 3 pool. There you go. So I got 2 out of that. He got 1. I definitely came out better. And that puts me at 20 at 15-11. It was 15-14 when I won this last time. He's got backup. He took a smarter route. Faster. Oh, I didn't see he asked me a question. Take it. Take it. Oh, damn. Ah, darn it. Oh, boo. Oh, I had that. Damn it. So again, we're in a counting scenario. There's 2. Takes too much time to get to that one. There's 3. There's 4. Assume it's a 5. It disappeared anyways. Oh. I think he's been here. This is probably a waste. This is probably a waste. I'm taking a chance on this one. I bet, unless I get a quick one, but I'm pretty sure this is going to disappear. This is a rolling the dice moment. Yep. That's what I suspected. Quick check on this one. Nope. Yeah, 22, 15, 13. There should be a winner here in about another minute or 2. But again, I'm not really going for the win. I want my rare fish so I can get my Eternium line. And I will do this tournament until I get it. Do I still have my Hearth as... Yeah, I do. Hearth. Everybody gives me grief about how I pronounce Hearthstone. People are like, it's Hearthstone. I don't care, it's Hearthstone to me. I mispronounce everything. Just watch my videos. It's really tragic. Yeah, I think I was at... Yeah, I was like at 40 at this point. It was unbelievable how fast I was getting stuff. I was getting so lucky with the spawns because the pool, I'd be at this pool and then this one right next to me would pop up. And then I was over at the bridge, nobody was at the bridge, and I had 3 pools just spawn like one after the other right next to me. So it was just Boom, got it. Boom, got it. Boom, got it. And I think I only had maybe 6 trash fish, I think. Maybe 4. It was really low. It was just unbelievable. Did somebody win? No. Ah, boo. Say we got another one right there. Hurry up and run to this one. At 28. Should be a winner any minute now. I hate when this happens. It's like anywhere but. Just I don't trust that one on the edge. This one is still also on the edge. But yeah, you again, if you do this tournament enough, see, I never trusted on the edge. I usually always get a trash fish. Um, you usually feel it when you're about to win. Like things just go perfectly. We're at 15-16. So tournament's been going 14 minutes. No, 15, sorry. Because it started at 01 today, not 02. I always try and get over to this side as quickly as I can. I think that's the horde that had somebody with him. Oh, no, I'm definitely going here. Is this guy going to try and kill me? Oh, he's level 42. That was one thing in my video I wasn't paying attention to when I did win the tournament. Oh, did he get it? No. Thought I heard somebody hearthing. I'm kind of surprised there's been no winner yet. I'm at 31. There's the winner. So winner at it's actually 16 minutes because it started a minute after. What am I doing? Let's get away from these people. I'm uncomfortable with horde. Hey, all right, I'll take that. So what was that? That was a 32. Yeah, 32. Um, and so what I did when I didn't get the or when I threw away the rare fish, I cast when I was looting. And when you get the rare fish, you get the alert, "Hey, do you want to loot this?" And the moment you send out your cast, it erases that. And and that's when I threw it away. And I'm pretty sure I saw orange. I got the blue fish, I got the brown one. That's the hat and the boots. And I just need the Eternium line. That's all I need. So now we're just looking for rare fish. We're gonna hang out and people will slowly drift away. And I'll just try and get my Eternium line. Watch. So we're on the edge right here, and I want to see. I want to see if. Okay, it's tasty fish. Hmm. The time cop, he was definitely there. Let's see, it's on the edge again. Definitely there last week. It was. I think I want to say it was just like me and him on this island. Oh, that sucked. Let me show you some other places, though. Here, let's go over here now that the tourney is over. Oh. Um, the other thing I like to do with, as far as like speed, right? You always want to, even down to just like half a second. Oh, great. People are PvPing. Um, is I always, I put my fishing here, put my frost saber here. Being a druid, you have an advantage because if you have a pool that's real close, you don't want to take time trying to mount. And you just go travel form, and you can get to it much quicker. So that's really nice. And you just make sure on your travel form you have your fishing, um, your fishing skill up, and you can just go really quick. Druids have a real good advantage when it comes to that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just highly, highly suggest, um, if fishing is a means of monetary gain in this game for you, which it is for me, you definitely have to do this tournament. And don't get discouraged. There are going to be times, there's going to be many times, where you're going to be doing this tournament and you're going to be like, geez, I only have 20 fish and somebody just turned it in for 40, and it happens like that every single week. Um, don't get discouraged and just keep doing it every single Sunday. Just keep going. Not only are you going to get better at it, not only are you going to kind of see a little bit better the spawn rates, um, but eventually a day's going to come where it's going to feel like the game has chosen you and everything goes perfect. And you'll win it. I still think my location is the best, that small island in the beginning, for the reasons that I said earlier. Um, I don't think my YouTube channel is popular enough to really sway a ton of people to go out there. But you can kind of count it. Stake your claim, get over by the bridge, and have your fishing pole out there. You're basically telling people, I am here, move along. Sometimes, most of the time, people end up moving on. Other times, they might stick around. Um, Horde will tend to stick around, especially on a PvP server. They'll do that. Um, and hopefully you don't get fucked with. But um, this is nice. But they're there. Eventually those people will go away. Oh yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is the other nice area, but this is why it's so competitive. You see this? You got 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, all right there. It's really nice, but it is so crowded in the tournament. You'll see it. You'll just see all sorts of people, and then it's like you're stuck. Oh, I'm missing this one. These ones here, still fishing them. They still encompass, even though the graphic is messed up, it still encompasses this whole thing. And then just count the fish. Whenever you walk up on somebody, like I was doing, just go for one. Don't try and get greedy. You don't know how long they've been there, and it's always a risk. It's always a risk when you are coming up to somebody. You don't know how long they've been there. But I've just kind of found that it's always good to try and take one. Just go for the one. And then move on. Whoops. Hitting the wrong keys here. Get the one and go. They're your competition, right? See that? See how it was out of the graphic and it was still a tasty fish? That's what I mean by, even though the graphic is a moon, it still encompasses one. They're your competition. You're basically taken from them. That's why I always like to do it against Horde. It's not that it's not good etiquette to do it against your own faction. It's not. It's a tournament. You're all trying to win. But the theory behind it is just get the one and move on, because you're taking from them, you're slowing them down, but you're also not taking more time to just sit there and search for more, search for more, search for more. No, look for your own pool, because even if you get your own pool, that wasn't in. Oh my goodness. Um, Even if you get your own pool, somebody else is going to ride up on you anyways. So someone was clearly already in that one. So yeah, so we'll count. Oh, darn it. Ah, boo. Uh, Here is a good example as to why the island that I talk about is so much better. Is if you die, it's right here. So now I got to travel quite far to get to my body, and there's clearly horde trying to kill. Um, which is fine. It's a PvP server. So I'm gonna move. Once I get my body, I'm gonna move back down to this island. Um, Things outside of the tournament. You'll notice I'm still level 62. Guys, I know I haven't been streaming. I have been so busy. There have been so many things going on where it's just like I can't stay up late tonight streaming. I don't have, like, the last time I really played, I actually played at work. um I I had all my stuff done, and it was like, what am I gonna do? I'm still waiting for my people to send me their stuff. I sent out the reminders, hey, I need this and that. So I just logged on and played. Um, and I completed all the Hellfire quest. I ran Ramparts, got those quests done. All I need to do is Hellfire, not Hellfire. What is that? Blood Furnace. Just need to do Blood Furnace, and then I'll be done with Hellfire Peninsula. And I'll move on. I tend to always go to Terracar, because you get a chat and you do the long quest line where you're following that dude around. He's like, oh, this will just take a moment. I think there was a meme on that. He's like, oh, this will be very brief, and he walks you throughout all of Shatrath, and it takes like 25 freaking minutes. It's so annoying. So I'll probably do that, and then I think I'm gonna do Zengar Marsh. And that's really what I am doing this time around. I'm just leveling. I'm not in any kind of hurry to go raid. Just it just doesn't. Yeah, good old cat car. Yeah, right. Um, I don't know, man. It just doesn't interest me anymore. I've done the raids. I guess I'll do Karazhan eventually if I ever get there and be like, cool, yay, doing Karazhan again. But I don't know. The interest isn't there with TBC that much anymore. I was thinking, because I know this is going to go to Wrath of the Lich King, I was thinking about maybe doing Wrath. Maybe, I don't know. I hate that expansion. I really do. I guess it would be kind of cool to do Ulduar again, but then again, I'm like pushing real hard to get the levels, and I just kind of want to experience the game. And I don't have the mindset for PvP. I just don't. Man, I'm about to turn 48 in a couple weeks, and being super quick with the buttons and the stress of like trying to defeat somebody, win at a uh what is it? Not battleground, arena. Like, nah. I don't need that in my life. I really don't. It's like the things that I'm enjoying now is just level the game, do some quests, do a fishing tournament, make some gold, and that's it. Uh, every single time that they would come up with a fresh classic, I will do that. I am way more interested in just regular old classic, not TBC. And I think the reason why is because back in, when did TBC come out? Was that 2006? So like that whole, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was '06. '06 and '07 was TBC. Those 2 years, I was pushing the game so hard. You know, running a guild, raid leader, doing all that stuff, right? And tried it again in Wrath, and then I was like, okay, I think I'm done. And I think it's because I did that and know the game just inside and out when it comes to Burning Crusade that I am more just like, I just want to chill. Do any of you have that same feeling, or are you guys like still just hell yeah, let's go raid and I want all the Professor Plums and like, are you guys still like that? Is that what you're doing? Because I'm just having a complete different experience at this point now, and it's probably because I've been playing the game so long and my age. I mean, gosh, how old was I back then? '06? Was I 28? I think I was 28. Yeah, had to have been 28 because I graduated high school in '96. So I was 18 then. So yeah, so 28. 28 years old, I was doing that. Got dumped by two girlfriends. I'm very proud of that. And the reason why was because my rate schedule was too demanding. Yeah. It's funny shit that we do. I just want that. I just want the damn rare. Just give it to me. See, that was two. He got three. Honestly, would have said his base. I am testing different classes to see what I like. I tanking PvP for Classic Plus. You know, that's something like I love tanking, and I haven't done it yet with the whole kitty thing, right? Um, I haven't done it with the druid. See, this is the one I need right here. Kiefer's angelfish. Um, I'm for some reason I'm a little nervous on doing tanking on the druid. Oh, who was that? Was that his? That was his. Oh, you see this right here? That's also fantastic when that happens. That's why a lot of people are up here. Get away from that jungle stalker. Um, if they do Classic Plus, I definitely want to do that. And when they did Season of Discovery, I wish I could have done that more. I started with it and only got to like level 22, and I just, it was like now, right? It's very difficult for me to stream. I'm just not in that season of my life, right? I've got a 6-year old. I've got 5.5 years left in the army, right? I'm finishing up my career there. Maybe, maybe in 5 years when I retire from the army, then I can do more streaming. But like until then, I can't. When I first started the YouTube channel, I didn't have a kid, and I had more time to to do stuff. I'll let him have that. I had a lot more time to do stuff. And so that's why I can't stream like every single Friday or Tuesday, Thursday on Saturday nights. Like, nah, my wife works a lot. I work a lot. Got our kid. I want to spend time with my wife, you know? Um, so I don't want to be, upstairs in our bonus room on my gadgets, um, all the time. So most of the time I just want to come home and I just want to be with my wife and chill. So that like that's why it's so sporadic. Watch this. I bet he's gonna kill me. Watch. Joe, it definitely is. You're absolutely right. I'm surprised Yashio here is not killing me. Taking a chance there. Sometimes it's just fun to poke the bear. I know I'm not going to be like trying to fight him, but sometimes it's like that's my little victory. I stole a fish from you, you piece of shit. Uh, I find strange joys. Oh, excellent. Okay, this is good. This is always fun when this happens in the tournament. You're like, just get in your home. Yeah, so probably the next time I stream, I'll still be level 62. I wouldn't mind getting on and just doing Blood Furnace and being like, okay, that's all she wrote. Finished it. Have a good night, guys. Gotta go to bed. But it's spring break this week, so I took the week off of work. My wife took the week off of work, and we do that because um, we try and do that every year so that we can just all go out as a family and make sure Savannah is not um, just glued to the TV, not doing anything. Right? We try and find out which of her friends are still in town, haven't gone anywhere, and set up play dates, go to the zoo, just get her out of the house, go do things as a family. That's what we do. I have a lot of stuff I'm doing. I'm redoing the stairs. I'm painting our master uh, bathroom, so I'll be busy with that. Um, I'm gonna see if I can fit in a stream though, since we are off and I don't really have to get up too early. So I'll try and figure out what day this week I can do that. And I'm gonna prioritize doing Blood Furnace. Um, that'll be interesting going in there as a druid because I honestly I kind of forget the whole place. I know we just did it in uh, TBC Classic, but I might have to rewatch that video and be like, how was this place again? But I'm just kind of drawing a blank on it. Um, like, well, I mean, I was tanking it, so I don't know what shit do I need to run away from. I know there's something. So yeah, I'll just have to refamiliarize myself with it, and then just do some Zangar Marsh. Um, do Zangar Marsh quest. You love what about the design? Is it like the layout, or is it the way it looks? I do like the way it looks. Um, how like I love that hallway where you have like all the green slime or stuff, and I think there's creatures in it. There's orcs hooked up to it or something. It's a pretty nasty looking place. I love the boss that has the like the beholder looking thing, the floating head guy. The Shadow Moon technicians drop the land. Oh, is that the one? That's the one where they do that? Oh, I hate that crap. I hated that. I would die to that crap so many times. People yelling at me, "Why are you standing in that shit? I can't see it." Oh man, give me something. Give me some sort of rare. Just any rare. No, not just any rare. Just give me what I need. Sorry. Just feels huge and evil. Boston design is pretty interesting too. Um, yeah, okay. So the bosses that I remember is the floating head guy, and I think that one is you click on a lever and you have waves of mobs that come out, which totally depletes everybody's mana, and then the main boss comes out or something like that. I think that's what I remember. Uh, who was the other guy? That's not the first boss, I don't think. Doesn't it take a while though to get to that first boss? You go down like two hallways, stairs, and then something else. Is he the first boss? Well, geez, I could just look at. Hold on. Do I? Did I not put the gear? Oh, I don't have it on here. Oh, for shame. No, I can't do that. That's bartender. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Gosh, I don't know what any of these are. I was thinking, it must be on my laptop where I have it. Darn it. The, what is it? Not Loot Council, that's a different thing. Master Looter? It shows you, like, what everybody drops. I thought I had it on here. I don't know why it's not showing up. Playing on my laptop so much. Um, but anyways, I can only think of that boss. I can't remember any of the other ones. Like, I know the hall where you were talking about the landmines, but I don't think they're before the beholder guy. And I say beholder because of like my my D&D um hobby. Oh, the last boss is that's the one where you're standing over Magtheridon. I thought that was the coolest thing about Blood Furnace. Um yeah, Atlas loot. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I thought I had Atlas loot on here and apparently I don't. So, I know I have it on my laptop. Um but yeah, I thought that was the coolest shit. Because I remember when I first did Blood Furnace back in 2006 and looking down and going, who the hell is that? And and I think at that point, I think it was so early that people were only just finding out that was a tier 4, like it was week 1 or something, like, oh, that's Magtheridon, and that's a tier 4 raid boss or something. I thought that was really cool that a dungeon you could see that. Right? It feels like they put a lot of time into it. Yeah, like that's what a great tease that was. Um, to see that was just awesome. It it's the subtle things like that. Um, which is actually all over a classic vanilla World of Warcraft. Um, and it was one of their design philosophies that they actually fought over for quite some time. If you have not, like, look this up, um, it's a 5 hour podcast. What's his name? Lex. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna look it up because I want to get this right. It was with Jeff Kaplan. Jeff Kaplan. Lex Fridman, Jeff Kaplan. Look that up. That was such a great podcast to listen to. Do yourself a favor. Joe, you watched it? Bro, you know what I'm talking about then. That was so fascinating to just listen to what was going on, and how they kind of fought over how they were going to do questing, and realizing, oh shoot, we really need a lot more quest, and how that kind of uh created this perfect game of how the leveling experience just um kind of showed you the world. I think where he's talking about the flight plans, how if you fly from Ironforge, it was a free flight plan from Ironforge to Stormwind, or the other way, um, and how you're going over the burning steps, and it's like, holy shit, what is that? And I remember having that feeling like, oh my gosh, what level are those things? It's all question mark, and oh my gosh, I can't wait to go see that. And it takes so long to get there, and then when you get there, it's oh shit, this is that place. And uh I think that's what just makes vanilla World of Warcraft just so incredible. Those little things were just, it just made you so excited um throughout the entire experience of leveling, and then eventually getting into the raids and all that kind of stuff. It was a great watch. It took me like a whole week to get fully through it on my lunch breaks. Yeah, I mean, with it being about 5 hours, yeah, no kidding. I was able to do it in, I mean, I had it on at work for about 2 hours. And then what else? I think I was doing work around the house and I was listening to it. Just curious, what games did you play prior to WoW coming out? Uh, Good question. So, World of Warcraft is what got me back into playing video games. Um, I want to say I had stopped playing console games. I wasn't into PC games at the time. I was playing a lot of D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. I was, and it wasn't until a buddy of mine said, "Hey, bro, you got to check out this World of Warcraft. It's like the perfect D&D game." I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll check it out." I wasn't really too interested. I was also playing a lot of poker back then. Um, so World of Warcraft is what got me into it. But to answer your question, because I know that's not answering your question at all, actually. The kind of games that I played was PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. I did a lot of racing games. Um, I'm a big fan of auto racing, or I was, until Formula One made what their current rule system is. But that's a whole other conversation. Um, Gosh, I was really into. Do you remember the game Unreal Tournament? I played the F out of that. Um, and I know that was a PC game, but I didn't really have a PC to play it, so we'd go to the local mall because they had like a LAN set up. And so me and my buddies would just go there and we just kill each other on Unreal Tournament. I was real big into fighting games. If we go even further back, um, to late 80s, early 90s, it was all about like Street Fighter 2. And then when Mortal Kombat came out, oh brother, Mortal Kombat. Um Mortal Kombat 1. So 8-Ball Arcade. I've told this story before on my streams several years ago. But when Mortal Kombat came out, I was gone the weekend it came out. And so on Monday, when I was at school, everybody was like, did you see what came out? You got to see this game. There's like a character that pulls your heart out. And I was like, what are you talking about? And when I saw that, and when I saw Scorpion for the first time, like shoot out his spear and say, come here, I was like, yo, he did what? And that was just the coolest thing. So I played a ton of Mortal Kombat. And what's funny is like when I was playing Mortal Kombat, when that came out, I played it so much, I ended up being the top player in my arcade. I had 55 straight wins. I'll never forget that number. And that stood the test of time until the arcade closed down. What's up, baby girl? Floor is lava. Let's see. What time is it right now? Give me about 30 minutes and I'll do it, okay? How long is 30 minutes? Do you know how long 1 minute is? No. 1 minute is 1 minute.
But how much do I have to count?
Not long.
Can you just tell me the number?
I did 30 minutes. Okay, well, how fast can you count?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Count to 583.
No, just do it 99.
Oh, okay.
Count to 99.
I'll come get you when I'm done, okay? All right. Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, my daughter wants to play The Floor is Lava, which is the worst game in the world. Okay, anyways, I'm sorry. What was I saying? Oh, hey, look, a pool. Yeah, so 55 straight wins, and I can't get this thing in the pool. There we go. And I had it was straight out of the movies, man. Like if you go watch the original 1982 Tron, where they're in the arcade and everybody's like around him watching him play the game, like that's the way it was. There was just a ton of people watching me play Mortal Kombat, and there was a line of quarters of just people coming up trying to defeat me, and everybody just wanted to see me get defeated. And it got to the point where the last hour that I was doing it, people started saying, wait, tell him to play a character. Like they would the crowd would choose which character for me to play. So they'd be like, no, play Raiden, play Sonya, play. Like I knew that all the characters inside and out, and and I just kept beating them. And one of he was more, I wouldn't say he was a friend, he was more of an acquaintance. But he was really good. He was super, super good. Every time he cycled in to go up against me, I'm like, okay, this is probably where he's going to beat me. Because him and I would always go head to head, and we were pretty much equal. And I beat him, probably 7 times in a row, which was unheard of. And then he finally got me, and when I lost after, it was like 2.5 hours, 3 hours that I was fighting people. Like the whole arcade, everybody around there was like cheering, congratulating me. The owner was there of the arcade, and he put Mortal Kombat my name, and 55 straight wins, and it was like a big deal. It's like, holy shit. um and it's funny, like all that stuff has pretty much stuck with me, because it was maybe 7 years ago. There's a place over in El Paso when I was stationed over there. Well, no, it would have to be longer, and that's maybe 8 or 9 years. Um, that there was Rubik's Arcade, and they had Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. And there was a guy playing, and I said, "Hey, I'll put a quarter in here. I'll save you if you're about to lose, and then we'll fight. You good with that?" He goes, "Yeah, no problem." And so he got to like the third fight, which is when it starts to get a little more difficult. And he was about to lose, and so I save him. I'm like, okay, no problem. We'll fight. I could watch how he was playing. I was like, yeah, he doesn't really know what he's doing. So, um, but it was like I didn't skip a beat. It's like, nope, I remember exactly all the moves of Scorpion. And he's like, okay, you're good. It's like, man, it's been years since I played this, but it all just came back to me, and I beat the game on that one quarter. It's like, yep, I still remember this. So yeah, that was one of my absolute highlights of video game history for me. That's a core memory right there. It certainly is. That'll be one. That'll be one when I'm on my deathbed. I'll be like, 55 straight wins, man. Yeah, that was a cool moment. There was another moment though. I had mentioned I'm a big auto racing fan, and there was a time when I was starting to get not heavily into Sims, but I was racing karts, racing shifter karts. Actually, this is before I got into shifter karts. I was racing just 100cc karts at this time, and we're at the Long Beach Grand Prix in California, and they had a simulator on there, and they had the public's times, and then they had pro drivers, and this is they had people like Paul Tracy. They had Alan Sir Jr. was did it. Who else? Michael Andretti. So they had all of their times on this simulator, and the pro drivers, they all had better times than any of the public. And I'm in this long line to do it. My dad's like, you sure you want to wait and do this? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I really do. But what I did that whole time while I was just watching, I was studying exactly how the car was handling, watching what people were doing with the controls, the steering wheel, just looking at everything, and I'm going, okay, I think I understand how this car is going to feel when I get in there. So you had 3 laps, and I do the first lap. I told them, I was like, hey, I want manual. They were like, oh, you sure? That's a lot more difficult. They said, no, give me manual. I said, okay. So they put it on manual. And so I do the first lap. And the first lap, I'm nice and cautious, and I'm just kind of feeling, okay, this is how the brake feels. This is how the gas is. How much torque does it have? How much can I turn the wheel before the tires start to slide? So it was a real pathetic lap, but it was just, okay, this is how the car feels. The second lap, I was like, now we're going to go way overboard. And, oh, there's one right here. And I am hustling the car into corners. I'm out braking myself, locking up the wheels, missing the apex, but it was all to just where's the limit of the car? Where am I about to lose control? Where can I not make the apex? How soon can I get onto the gas and at 100% full throttle? So that was the second lap, a total mess. And I did this thing where I don't remember the exact time, which was the fastest. I want to say it was like a minute. Let's just go with a 1 minute. I'm trying to think exactly what it was. Let's just say it was like a 1 minute and 6 second flat. Let's just say it was that. And as I'm coming to the start finish to start my third and final lap, I look over to my dad and I said, and the 106 flat is like Paul Tracy's time, which he was the fastest for the pro drivers, which was the fastest of everybody. And I look at my dad and I said, "Here comes a 105.9." And so I start the lap and just turn one perfect. And I'm just taking these apexes, just flying, and I crossed the line, and it was 105.9. And my dad's like, "What the heck?" And the people that were there were going, "What just happened?" And so that was another moment where it was just things aligned, and it worked out great. Um, so that was a real cool moment. It was like the Babe Ruth moment where he points that he's going to do a homer. Like that's how it felt. Um, those are my two uh video game like like big moments in my life. It's That's a six-story, man. It must have felt amazing. Yeah, no, it seriously did. That was a pretty cool moment. It doesn't but that's just video games. For me though, like the real big moment was winning my first race. I can't tell you how many times I had finished second or third, and then to finally get that first win was just, it came on a day where everything seemed to just be going wrong. I was fast, but there was something wrong. We couldn't figure out what was going on with the carburetor that day, and every time I would start, it just, the clutch would not go in. It'd just go one, and I just watch people just drive by me, right? But then some friends of ours saw that we were struggling, and they're like, "Hey, what's your carburetor setting?" And there's like this little pin that you can move the level on. I don't know why I just did that. Dude, look at this shit. There we go. I was like, "Yeah, I got it on the number 2 position." And they're like, "Oh, no, no, no." They're like, "Slam that thing all the way to the top." I was like, "Really?" It's like, "Yeah, the air is like pretty thin today, so do that." It's like, "Oh, okay." So we did that. I'm starting the race at like, my heat wasn't all that great. I think I was starting in 12th out of about 22 carts. And start of the race, green flag. And shifter carts, you started at dead stop, and I had that clutch in for maybe zero point 0.1 seconds, and the cart just took off. I almost ran into the guy right in front of me. I had to go off of the track to avoid him, pass like 4 people, get back onto the track, pass 2 more, and I still can't get this thing in the goddamn pole. Look at this. I don't want it on the edge. This is stupid. Thank God we're not doing the tournament. I don't want it on the edge. No, fuck that. You're gonna get it in the center. Anyway, so by the time I exited turn 1, I was in 5th. I went from like 12th to 5th, and then just started picking people off. And with 2 laps to go, I took the lead and won. So yeah, that one, that's a bigger moment than the video games. The game is fucking with me right now. I used to drive a Camaro 2SS. Nice. What year? Because I've owned 2 Camaros. I love them. When I was younger, whoops. When I was younger, and would get a little wild occasionally, but I was always too scared to push the limit. So I had my first Camaro was a 1988, no, 1988, sorry, 1998. Um, yeah, 98 Camaro, but it was only the 6 cylinder. And then my latest, then I had a 2014, and then the Gen 6 came out, and I told my wife, I was like, I need to have a Gen 6. And so I got that. I had a 1LE. I sold it last year. It was such a great car. Yeah, 2016 was the first year that. Whoa, my mic just spiked. I'm sorry. 2016 was the first year of the 6th gen. And I just loved the look of it so much. And I kept talking about it. And we're on vacation in Georgia, and there was a blue one. And I said, right there, babe, if I was to get a Gen 6 Camaro, it'd be a blue one. That's the one I need, I think. I think that's the one I need. Is it? Or was it the angelfish? Oh no, I don't think this is the one. All right, we'll see. Um yeah, so we get back home, and it's, we're watching TV, and I notice she's on her laptop, and she's looking at Camaros. And I was like, what are you doing? She goes, you're never going to shut up about it until you get one. So I'm looking at Camaros. And that's when we found the 1LE. And they were about to close in an hour. And so we just went there and picked it up. Traded in my 2014 for a 2017 1LE. I loved it so much. I mean, the track package on that thing was just amazing. Sold yours in 2022 or so when used cars were selling for crazy prices. I got an offer I couldn't refuse. Yours was red. Nice. All right, let's see. Is it the one I need? What did I have? Queenfish? What are you giving? Yes! That's it. It is complete. I do not have to do. Oh my gosh, look at my bags. I know, dude. I miss my Winelli so much as well. Like, I got a truck because I needed it. I'm doing all these like house things, and I need to go down to Home Depot and throw a bunch of shit in there. And I was just like, I gotta say goodbye to it. It had over 100,000 miles on it, 103,000. But I'll tell you what, man, the 1LE was just, it could handle corners like nobody's business. Oh man, it was so fast. I would have so many like Hellcats try and keep up with me when I'm gonna go into a corner, and it was just, nope, see ya. They'd have to slow way down. You could hear their tires just going, and I'm just going, vroom. It was just so good. Okay, so let's put my high test Eternium fishing line right here. Boop. Oh yeah. So I am finally done with this tournament for TBC, at least for this character. I probably won't do it again. I like to have a few years before I start stressing out over it. So the fishing pole with the Eternium line is something like 40. I know it just says Eternium, but it should, let me see here, skills. Yeah, plus 50. So you got 40 plus the hat, 45 plus the boots, 50. And now I've got the fishing skill. You always use like the plus 100, the aqua dynamic something or others. Um, it gets you up to where you need to be for what I say for 525. 525 is what you need. Yeah. And so let's sell all this stuff. This is where It's annoying.
Have a good one. Glad I could
Oh
help.
wait, how many do I have? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay, 125. Nice. I had a full Borla S type. Oh, exhaust system set. Oh man. Wait a minute. You drive. I gotta turn this down. For some reason, my mic is spiking. Um, here we go. Does that sound a little better? Hopefully that sounds a little better. I didn't realize it was spiking this whole time. You drive a BMW now, and it's so underwhelming. So I'm gonna tell you something. Eddie, don't be mad at me, Joe. Now, anytime there's somebody driving like an asshole, it's always somebody in a BMW. Joe, don't be that. Don't be that guy. It's every single time for just a BMW. That's there you go. 7. Now you can finally play the game. You right, 7? I can. I can finally do it. Now Wrath is coming out in a week. Oh man.
Hurry back.
Wait. I,
Welcome, friend.
I'm so nice to the people I speak to on my stream, huh? I'm sorry, Joe. I had to share that.
Keep it real. If you ever need anything. Well, be good.
Actually, people, because I live in Arkansas right now.
Yeah, what do you want?
Um,
If you ever need
the people here in Arkansas are the worst drivers.
hurry back.
Oh my lord.
Interesting. Be careful out there.
Hold on, let's make this a little faster. Get her. Ah! Oh, come on. What happened here? Go like this. You're probably like, what is he doing?
Time is money,
There.
friend. Keep it real. What's up?
So I'm not dragging my mouse so far.
Well,
So I can get my... I
what?
don't know how much gold this is. Maybe 10, I guess.
Real. Pleasure doing business with ya. Be good. Have a good one. If you ever need anything. Hurry back. Be careful out there.
Oh, what'd you say? I couldn't even drive like an asshole if I wanted to. This thing is falling apart. What
Glad I
what
could
type of
help.
BMW did you say? Or no, you just said BMW.
Be good. Keep it
Not that I
real.
would really know.
Hey, how you doing? Have a good one. Well,
If I was to buy any German
glad I could help.
vehicle though, it would be a Porsche.
Time is money, friend.
My dad had a 1982
If you ever need anything.
Porsche 911, and that's how I learned how to drive a
Careful out
stick.
there. Pleasure doing
I
business with
scared
ya.
him one day,
Keep it real.
because I was
Pleasure
learning
doing
how to
business
drive a
with ya.
stick when I was first starting to race,
Careful out there.
and he when I finally got the hang of it,
What do you
you know,
want?
he'd let me
Have a good
take
one.
it out and drive every once in a
Glad I
while.
could help. If you ever need
And one
anything.
day I'm driving it, he's in the passenger seat,
Glad
and he
I could
goes,
help.
"Hey, you know what?"
Careful out there.
He goes, "Since you're racing, you're doing pretty good.
Hey, how you
I want
doing?
to see how fast you can take this turn."
If you ever need anything.
There was this
Business with ya.
here, let me finish this. I only have like 3 more.
Keep it real. Interesting. Hurry back. Yeah, what do you want?
Should be the last one.
Be good. Have a good one.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Get over here so there's not as much sound. Um so my dad, he used to let me drive it. And the thing had like these rear tires that were just huge, right? Super wide. And it was a very stiff car to drive. Like the thing didn't handle or feel like a street car. It felt like a race car is what that felt like. And so he said, you know, hey, don't go straight to the house. He's like, go down here and make a right on this street. Don't remember what street it was. Um, this is back when the area didn't have like a lot of homes. It was just kind of like there were plans to build homes in a few years. Now there's homes everywhere where this is. Uh, but you could see when you're coming up to the corner, you could see if there was any traffic, and there would hardly ever be any traffic. So you'd be able to look up and go, oh, okay, this is safe to do this. There's nobody around. So he didn't know it, but I knew the corner from my own car. I was driving a 1987 Acura Legend is what my first vehicle was. So he's like, yeah, okay, go down here. I want to see how fast you can take this corner. There were no curbs, so if I had spun, I just would have gone off on the dirt. And so I just hammer the gas and just going up the gears. And I'm still flat on the gas all the way over to the left. I'm not even in my lane. I'm all the way over to the left because I'm treating it as if it's a race course. And he starts to put his hands up like this, like he's bracing. He goes, okay, you gonna slow down anytime? And I'm like, no, not yet. Okay, now. And get on the brakes real hard. I was actually purposefully trying to get the back end to come out just a little bit because it's a rear wheel driven car, and the last thing you want to do in a sorry, felt like something was crawling on me. Um, the last thing you want to do in a rear wheel driven vehicle, if the rear starts to brake, not rear wheel driven, rear engine, where the engine is behind the rear axle. That's what I was trying to say. Last thing you want to do when those tires start to break loose is get off the gas. The moment you get off the gas in a rear engine vehicle, you're looping around. That's it. It's gone. A lot of people don't realize that. Their first instinct is, oh, get off the gas. Whereas in that kind of car, what you want to do is if that starts to break, keep your foot on it. And if you didn't go too overboard, you're going to be able to just kind of straighten out the wheel and the car's going to catch itself. So I was trying to break it loose just a little bit, just to get that kind of feeling. And it was on rails. It just went around this 90-degree corner at like 85 miles an hour. It was so fast. And go through it, and I start going up the gears again before, okay, now it's time to slow down. And my dad was like, that was impressive. And I was like, can we do that one more time? Because I was trying to get the back end out. He goes, no, you're going straight home. So yeah, that was a fun time. That was a real fun time. So that's the car. That's the car I would get. Do you have a racing sim setup? I feel like you would really enjoy that. So no, I don't. But I have the perfect monitor for it. I want to buy another one so it kind of like wraps around me. I got the Samsung. What do they call it? Neo Dual 4K 55 inch. It's a beautiful monitor, man. Especially when I'm not streaming, I can play World of Warcraft where it takes up the whole thing. And oh my gosh, you want to talk about being immersed in World of Warcraft? Holy shit, it is so good. Um, but yeah, I got a steering wheel and pedals, but again, it's just one of those things, Joe, where it's like I don't have the time. I would love to. Oh, I would so love to. I would stream it. I absolutely would. I just don't have the time. I would totally put money into it to race IndyCar, Formula One, sports cars, yeah, especially Corvette. I'm a huge Corvette fan. um, so like I would do all of that in a heartbeat. I know I don't have the time commitment for it. There's no way I could do it. Oh look, this is this character's. Oh, well,
I'm eating sour bubblegum.
wait, what?
Eating sour bubblegum.
You're eating? Is this sour bubblegum?
No, that's not. That's the normal. Mommy gave me her bubblegum.
Is it gross? Why don't you just spit it out?
Bubble.
Okay. Do you even know how to make a bubble?
No, not yet.
Do you know a bunch of people just saw you? Mm-hmm. 6 people just saw you. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Come here. You're wearing green. I'm gonna see if this shows up. Here, come here. Okay, yeah, it kind of dilutes it there. Okay, I'll see you soon. Go spit it out. Okay. All right. What do you think about the C8? I want one eventually, very badly. So, I like the C8. I do. But nothing tops the C7. For me, it's the C7 and the 63 split window. Wait, 63 or 73? No, not 73. 63. Am I right on that? I feel like I got that wrong. Split window is 63, right? Anyways, and then I love the C6. I love the C5. I love the C5 because that was when Corvette was like really getting serious with racing. Um, and they really produced a really, really good race car. Where's Stormwind? Stormwind. There we go. Yeah, that I think the C5R was the one that Dale Earnhardt drove at Daytona. I'm pretty sure that was the one. So I loved that one. Um, and then I thought the C6 just looked even better. I love the C6 because it has a really cool like roadster kind of look. Um, the there was this one girl I was dating for a short while. Her mom had a C6, and one day she called me up. She says, "Hey, my mom's not in town." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." She goes, "She left the Corvette." I'm like, "What are you driving over here?" So she let me drive the C6 all day. This is pretty fun. Poor lady had no idea. I was like, I had the C6 sideways going onto the freeway. I did stupid shit when I was a kid, man. Ugh, I look back on it and it just go like, you were so dumb. There was a lot of things I should not have been doing. Um, but yeah. So I love the C6. But if I was to have any Corvette, if I could pick any, it'd be the C7. Probably like this the C7 Z06 I probably wouldn't do. Even though that's like, well, the ZR1 is actually the big one. I don't like the front end of this of the ZR1. It had such a big engine that it just kind of made the front end just a little bulbous kind of. I just didn't like the lines as much. So if I was to get anything, I'd probably get the C7 Grand Sport. And the reason why I want to get the C7 Z06 is because the way the suspension was in that model, the motor was too much for the chassis. And a lot of people who weren't expecting it, I'm sure I could drive it just fine. They would realize that the motor was too much for the chassis, and they would loop it really quick. It's just way too much power. And the regular V8 in there, the stuff you can do to it, mod it out a little bit, get some headers on there to really kind of like blow out people's eardrums. That's what I would want to do. So I would get a C7 Grand Sport. That would be my dream Corvette if I could get one. But the C8, it just looks too European for me. It's a beautiful car. Every time I see one out driving, yeah, it's turning my head and I'm looking. But comparing it to the other models, comparing it to the C7 looks like American muscle. That's what that reminds me of. When I look at the C8, I see the European influence, and I'm like, I know a mid-engine, like it performs better, but like nah, the C7 is the meanest, sexiest looking Corvette in my opinion. C7 Z06 in all black looks incredible. Headers on those cars sound heavily. Oh, dude, like they'll scare you. there was there was one there was a guy years ago. Well, not years ago, but I mean, yeah, like 4 or 5 years ago. I had my window down, and I didn't even realize he was there. And just all of a sudden, just hammers the gas right next to me. Is when I had my Camaro, and it was so loud, I physically jumped. It was like, what the? And it's just like, oh my gosh. It left my left eardrum just ringing. It's just, that's what I would want to do. I've told my wife, I was like, someday if I ever get a Corvette, if I get a C7, I'm going to make it so loud that our neighbors are going to hate us from a mile away. um, I see the same, and it does feel a bit inauthentic to the Corvette brand, but I can't help but love the C8 still, even despite the Euro influence. Yeah, and I want to see it do well in IMSA in racing. Like I still follow that. Which they just raced at Sebring, and I've been so busy I haven't been able to watch anything. They had this really cool American flag. Usually the American flag looks terrible on race cars, but the way they did this one, I was like, okay, that one looks good. Um, but yeah, it's a great performing car. Um, but the C8 doesn't have that American sound. It has that more European kind of sound. Like if you go to a auto race, IMSA or something, if you go to one of those races a couple years ago, you could tell all the European cars, right? So you would have the Ferraris would sound like kind of a higher pitch. You'd hear the Porsches kind of going doing a wah. BMWs would be they kind of shared a similar sound to the Porsche, kind of a wah kind of a sound. But then the Corvette would come through, the earth would shake, and you just hear, bah! It's just oh shit, and all the Europeans would love seeing the Corvettes. That's why the Corvettes started getting popular in Europe because it was like, oh shit, listen to that, because they're so used to the and all of a sudden, there was one Corvette in Trans Am. Uh, Trans Am, they all have kind of like slightly different motors, but there was one Corvette out there. This going back in like 2000, maybe 4, 5, 6. You'd hear some of the other Trans Am vehicles going by, and you can hear them going up the gears, right? You'd hear that sound. There was one. my my dad and I, we loved it because it was so like terrifying. You couldn't hear the RPMs going up. It was just as he's going down the straight. There was no up. There was no revving. Just you hear him shift. Zooming down the straight. It was the coolest thing, man. It was so cool. It's like I want that one. Give me that car. So it tickled my throat. Now I'm coughing. Oh geez. Yeah, that thing was cool. You know what's funny is I'm looking at my stuff and I'm like, where did I put all my shit? Let's see. I think I had this one here. I know this one went here, so that means this is how I remember where I put my stuff, right? I don't think the Hearthstone had anything. So yeah. Um why do I have the big iron fishing pole here? That makes no sense. Hmm. Put on all my other equipment. What are you doing, kiddo? Come here. Here, come on, get up. What? Are you ready to go play? Yeah.
I was already about to do a bubble.
Here, stand up.
And I was already about to do a bubble. My tummy started turning, so I had to spit it out.
Oh, okay. The gum was making your tummy hurt?
No, I had too much food.
You had too much food again? You ate that whole lasagna?
Not all of it. But then my tummy got, and then my tummy got full again, and since I had the bubble gum, it got my tummy even sore.
Oh, okay. I see.
Can you play now?
Yeah, I can. I think we'll go ahead
Why
and
do you
close
have
this
a
down.
green feather? I'm gonna press F.
You press F. See what happens. Uh-oh. Who am I healing? Oh, I healed myself.
Why?
I don't know. You pressed the button. That's why.
What's number 4?
Oh, you turned me into a cat.
Cheetah.
A cheetah. That's right. Well, is it a cheetah? Let's see if the graphics are right on that. Yeah.
No, that's probably.
Ah. Trying to do this with my left
Is that
hand.
a leopard or a cheetah?
That looks more like a leopard.
Yeah, probably is. But I said, is it
But I think it's supposed to be a cheetah.
Wait, no,
What?
where's Q?
Q?
Mm-hmm.
Q is right here.
What did you do?
He's just healing. That's all.
You have, so I should press SZ. Wait, SV.
SV? No, so the S means shift. So you'd press shift and then you'd press V right here.
Oh.
So hold shift and then press V. Oh!
What did I turn you into?
You turned me into a panther
Panther.
with tattoos.
Oh, look, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
How,
Do you want to go play?
yes,
All right.
I want to try. Wait, so I should press.
Do you want to play this?
No,
Do you want to play World of Warcraft?
I just want to press.
You can play your character if you
No,
want.
no, I want to press Shift and
Okay.
C.
Shift and C.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Can you reach? Do it. Oh, now he's invisible.
Yeah, you're invisible. Is that a bad guy?
No. I'm around a bunch of good guys.
Okay, now I'll put you on invisible.
I need a target.
Wait, why? What?
I don't have a target.
Press 6.
6?
I think that's what I have. Oh, no, that's hibernate.
Hibernate.
Yeah, hold on.
I need a target.
Don't I have a... I thought I had a key that got me out of... Oh, there you go.
There.
All right.
Come on.
All right, you ready to play?
Yeah, get
All right.
out
All right, let me close this down, okay? Then we'll go
of
play.
there.
All right, I'm going to go. My daughter wants to go play, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Joe, thanks for talking with me, U27. Really appreciate it. We're done with the... No, stop it.
Now,
Okay, let's see what you do.
I don't have a target. I need a target.
I'll see you guys later. Hopefully I'll be streaming sometime later this week. It might be one of those things
Daddy,
like this
be
where...
invisible forever. Be invisible forever.
All right, I'll be indivisible forever.
Wait, Daddy, that's normal, but why is that?
Don't touch the screen with your peanut butter fingers.
It's not peanut butter. Wait.
Don't touch the screen. Don't do that. All right, man. Yeah, you have a good rest of your Sunday and have a great week. And yeah, hopefully we see you in the next one. So you all take care and yeah, be safe. I'll see you guys later.